is mine. Come on. I look real bright. First of all, I gotta let this go. Let this play. The more and more I subject myself to the things of the world in a positive way, the more I'm able to understand that I am very, very blessed. It's just like, I just want to worship, like, I just want to praise God. No, but that's just like really, really where I was like, where I'm at right now. But I do want to make this salad. But before I make this salad, I'm about to show y'all the books that I bought yesterday because I was in a funk. And I was like, you know what? I need to do something for myself. So I went to Goodwill. Put y'all on. The thrift stores be having the best books. Like, you gotta sit there, turn your head to the side, and like read all of them, and then, you know, get the right one. But let me put y'all on to the ones that I picked up yesterday. It doesn't hurt. I can't sing. Well, I mean, I can sing when I want to. Okay, so in total, I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. I bought 11 books. One of them is a cookbook. I'm gonna show y'all that one first. I was like, oh, this is nice. I like stuff like this. I love when like people do things that represent who they are. So this one is called The Kitchen. I was like, ooh, this is nice. I was like, ooh, I like it just because it says eat like you give a fuck. And I was like, ooh, that's really, really cool. So then I read the back and I was like, oh man, but is it a vegan? Is it vegan? Is it vegetarian? Y'all, as I started to go through this, it was so much in here. Like pineapple guacamole, salsa verde, sweet corn and black eyed pea dip. Like basically everything in here is like vegetarian and vegan. And y'all know, sweet corn and chili, green chili baked flu. I don't even know what that is, but they look good. But either way, it's all vegetarian. It's adulting 101, even though I'm already out there already. I was like, this would be really, really cool to just kind of, you know, just, I'm a bookworm. I've always been a bookworm. This right here is speaking to my inner child. Things in the book is like getting a job, relationships, life after college, setting up a budget, getting a credit right, like all these things I've already done. But I'm like, okay, it's really not that bad. How to be professional, chemistry, competence, relationships require emotional intelligence, learn how to grow this crucial skill for work and at home. I was like, oh, that's good. All of the soft books was $2, and then all the hardcover books were $3. And it said Oprah's book club. I mean, I didn't pick it up from that, but it was like a spiritual guide to the power of now, inspired millions of readers discover the freedom and joy of a life lived in the now. Because sometimes it still be hard for me to do that, even though I be telling my clients to do that. It'd be hard for me to like, girl, you need to be present, you need to be present. Excuse me, you need to be present, you need to be present. So I'm like, let me, like sometimes, not sometimes, like majority of the times, I don't mind reading things that help me change my perception, because like, that's just what works for me. Then I feel like I'm a little kid at a book club. Like, y'all don't know how much this is speaking to my inner child. Like, I want to cry, but I'm not going to cry, but I want to cry. Because, like, who y'all know gets so excited about books? Like, what? Okay, so this one is called Soul Talk. So the language God longs for us to speak. Know God more intimately and relate to others more deeply. Ignite spiritual passions, restore broken relationships, experience lasting joy, and enable emotional healing. That part got it for me too. Like, I just want to be so well versed in so many different things, like not just for my clients, but like for myself. And I really believe that being like emotionally intelligent is one of the most important things to like harbor as like you transition through like life. Because it's like when you have emotional intelligence, you know how to be able to like reciprocate when something is necessary and when it's not necessary, when you're doing too much, where you need to like just emotionally being intelligent. So like just saying where you can be intelligent about math, English, reading, writing, you can be that way about your emotions. Then I got this book called Stand Tall, Remain Optimistic Now, and Go For It. Above the chatter, our words matter. The book appears to be is that it helps you stop mind chatter. So, you know, that's something that we all have and that we all go through. So I was like, oh, I think that'd be a good idea. And I also skim through the books as well, too, when I'm at the thrift store to make sure I have no markings in it, because I don't like that. Book right here. And when I saw this book, I was like, oh my gosh. It says it's not a glass ceiling, it's a sticky floor. So, well, free yourself from the hidden behavior sabotaging your career. It says, so what the glass ceiling basically means is like the glass ceiling phenomenon. So I'm not sure how many people are familiar with it, but like if you, well, majority it happens to like minorities, and minority women, but just women in general, but minority women as well. So like the glass ceiling is like really, really indicative of this picture. If you try to find yourself trying to climb up in your company, asking for a raise, trying to get promoted to a different position, just find yourself like with that resistance or that kickbacks from the higher ups, that's basically what the glass ceiling is. The glass ceiling is like expresses like there's no room for minorities or like basically minorities, especially women, to move up the ladder. Thing you do, you cannot pass this glass ceiling. And it was like when I saw this title, basically because they said they only want like CEOs and like, you know, Caucasians and like white men up there or whatever. So it said it's not a glass ceiling, it's a sticky floor. So when I saw this, I was like, I kind of still feel like it is a glass ceiling, but I'm gonna take it for what it is. And when she says it's a sticky floor, because it almost sounds like you can make it what you want to make it depending on how you do it. So I was just curious to pick up this book to like basically see like, okay, so what would that look like if I do want to go against the grain? And I kind of feel like as I'm transitioning out into the work field, it almost kind of is on the same line of like the more that you ask for, and this isn't a job, a relationship, or friendship, or whatever, it's always indicative of what you believe your worth is. So if I believe that I'm worth the best of the best, the gold, you know, all those types of things, then when I present myself in these situations, that's what I'm going to expect to receive back or even be treated as such. That's why I got this book. I was like, yeah, I need some love books. It's called Before the Ring, y'all. When I seen this book, I said, huh. So it's questions worth asking before you get married. Like, that's good because I was like, I'm getting married for one. But I was like, to have some questions to ask my future bae, like, before we tie the knot, like, that's crazy. So read y'all some of the table of contents. Many questions, what's the hurry, opening up the treasure chest, life in the gender blender, dreams, desires, goals, and ambitions, love on the rebound, maturity makes a difference. Oh, what's crazy, like, why is the divorce rate so damn high? Like, it's like, the first time people get married, the divorce rate is at 50%. The second time they get married, I believe the divorce rate was at 70%. Hey Siri, what's the current divorce rate for second time marriages?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is the current divorce rate for second time marriages.
While many couples see remarriage as a second chance at happiness, the statistics tell a different story. According to available census data, the divorce rate for second marriages in the United States is over 60% compared to around 50% for the first marriages. Why are second marriages more likely to fail? What? Everyone has baggage, being vulnerable, creating realistic expectations. Like, I'm one and done. Solid, because I'm kind of hungry. But I'm gonna make a strawberry salad with kale, mixed greens, cranberries. I got some almonds. I got some croutons. Like, I kind of got a little bit of everything. I've been watching freaking Selena's vlogs this whole time. From like eating to just like literally, oh my God, I gotta get myself together up underneath these pajamas. Like just lounging around. It's just been one of those days. Like I just want to rest. It's funny because I just got there from my mom. She's like, what you doing? And I'm like lounging because like I need to lounge. But anyway, right now, while the vlog is in the background, I am actually going to, it's funny because now I'm eating pretzels and it's like, how I just have that real good big juicy salad and then like be eating pretzels. I think that is so weird, but also at the same time, like I really don't, I really don't pay attention anymore to like, I mean, I pay attention to how I eat, but like not to the point that I'm like clocking it. Like, why you doing this? Why you doing that? Why you doing that? Because I used to do that a lot as a kid, and like that's not something I want to bring into my adult life. But anyway, I just love pressure so much. As you all know, everybody knows this. Like I've been saying for every single video, I'm about to be done with school. So right now, what I'm doing is looking at a place because I was like, do I want to go out to eat? Like, I don't know if I want to go out to eat or if I want to cater. Let me call my sister. Let's see what she thinks. Hopefully she answers. But yeah, like I don't know if I want to go out to eat or if I want to cater. But of course, like I'm a vegetarian, so whatever I order. Hey, what you doing? I got a question. If it was a vegetarian menu, would you eat it? Well, you don't have no choice. That's okay, Melanie, because she won't be eating. She said no, but that's the only option. But look at this food, though. Look at the pictures. Look at the pictures. Food, like what kind of food would like to see there? Like what do you eat? I'm a vegetarian, so if I choose it, we gonna be eating fried cauliflower. I'm trying to figure out like a little bit of everything. Oh, that's good. Oh, okay. One option. Let's see what else we have. Let's see, vegetarian, cater. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And then like my great cousin, I don't know, she's my second, third. You know how black people be having like second through 16 cousins. She was like, oh, I like decorate and all that stuff for you. So I was like, oh my gosh, really? Like I never had nobody be like, oh, I'll decorate and do all this. So when she said that, I was like, I'm grateful. I'm thankful. So let me do my part. Right now it's 8:16. I want to be in bed by 9:30. One thing I did was miss the camera.